Hey crafty friends, it's Melissa. Welcome back to my channel. So recently I posted some pictures of a DIY Easter basket little treat container on my Instagram, and I had a few people say, hey, do you have a tutorial for this? And this is something that's been around for a long time. I did not come up with this by any means. I know I made these probably 15 plus years ago. It's just an oldie but goodie, and it's fast. And I had been scrolling on, I don't remember if it was a Facebook group or a Pinterest group, and I seen somebody had made one. I was like, oh yeah, those are so fun to make, and it's been a while I haven't made them. So I whipped up a few the other day, posted it on my Instagram, had a few people ask for the tutorial, so here it is. Probably the fastest tutorial ever, and most of you probably already know how to do this, but you know, somebody asked, and so I thought I would do it anyway. So let me show you what we're going to need. You're going to need a scoreboard. You're going to need some glue or some tape runner, whatever you want. If you use decorative paper to do it, you don't have to layer it, but I decided to do it in solid and layer it with some really pretty decorative paper. It just depends on how many you have to make, how simple you want the project to be. But so I have a solid 6x6 piece for the base of the basket. I have a 3/4 inch by 6 inch piece for the handle. I also have a I don't want to say, not 7/8, not 3/4, just under 3/4. I'm sorry for layering. I didn't think to write down the measurement. My brain's not working. And then I have 8 pieces of 1 7/8 inch squares to layer with. So this is so simple, you guys. All you're going to do, literally all you're going to do is, and let me zoom, I'm going to zoom in just a hair. Okay. So all you're going to do literally is score at, let me get this in place, at 2 inches and 4 inches. And then you're going to rotate, do the exact same thing, 2 inches, 4 inches. That's all the scoring you have to do, period. That's done. So let's put the scoreboard away. Let me grab my scissors, guys. I didn't bring them over. Sorry. Okay. So now what you're going to do, and you can decide if you want to crease, you know, burnish those score lines. But all you're going to do is you're going to, now you have, literally you have 9 squares. You're going to take 2 squares and you're going to cut up to that middle score line. Simple as that. Just cut up to the middle score line, turn it over, do the exact same thing on the opposite side. I could have drawn the lines, but I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist of this. Okay, so then what you have is 3 connected in the middle, and you have these on the outside that are not connected. So that's what you got. So you got 3 that are disconnected on each side and 3 connected in the middle. That's what you got. So this is really simple. Really all I'm going to do, and I'll go ahead and show you the way I layer mine, even though you probably don't need to know this. You guys are going to be like, yeah, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and put this together because I'm going to make a whole one for you just to show you, if you decide to layer it, how quickly the layering parts of it go. I mean, it's simple. Especially, I think this is great if you're making goodies for like a school or like a church function or something like that. And, you know, I mean, I don't know, maybe you're doing something for a cute bake sale and you want to package up some little treats, Rice Krispie treats or something like that. I mean, there's so many things that you could use this for. But you're going to put a square on every one except for the middle, because that's the bottom of the basket and you're not going to see that anyway. I hope I'm in frame for all of this because I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. Now, if you want, you don't necessarily, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You could probably just do 6 squares, but after I did mine, I thought, I don't know, I think I got that. Oh, I got that one way off, you guys. I don't even know how I did that. All right, you know what? That was me because I pre-cut everything ahead of time. I'm going to move that to the edge because the edge is what's going to show. I probably did all of these wrong. Sometimes, you know, when you get on a roll and you're just like really in the zone, you sort of lose what you're doing. So don't be like me. Make sure all your squares are the same. But I'm not going to waste this because it'll still work. Okay. So you're just going to put a square on each one, and these really should all be the same. So just forgive that, please. So all you're going to do, and this is how I do it. A lot of people do it differently. Some people will bring this up and they'll leave it sort of open like that, you know, on the side. They want it to be even. What I do is I join these little peaks. So I will put glue on like one edge, and then I'll bring it up and I will join those little peaks right there. Just sort of make them meet. Press that into place. Turn over, do the exact same thing. Yeah, it's going to look different on this other side. Ugh, oh well. Tutorials. It would figure I'll do a tutorial and I'll mess one up, but that's okay. It's this, I mean, you get the concept. So you're going to bring those together. And then what I do is I pull down that little inner flap. And this inner flap, the reason I said you only could get away with only doing 6 if you wanted, because you're only seeing a tiny, tiny bit of that one. So if you don't even want to cut that one as big, you just want to cut a little strip, you could do that as well. Or don't do it at all. I mean, you'll just see that little pink down there, and that's not a problem. So, and then I put glue on that inner flap, push it up, join it together. Do the same thing on this side. Together. So you see how quickly that came together? Then you're just going to take your little strap. I'm going to go ahead and do my layers. You don't have to. You could make your strap out of something else if you wanted. If you wanted to make your strap out of like pipe cleaners or a really pretty ribbon or some really pretty trim. I'm just showing you what I did, since it was requested. It's easier if you curl this. Give it a little curl. Oops. I curled it so much I made it come disconnected. Sorry. Let me press that back down in place. Okay. So then you have your strap, and you're simply going to add a little glue. And I just try to make that little point in the middle. Press that into place, hold it for a minute, let it catch. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, when I did these at my actual desk, I used a little clamp to hold them together for a minute. And that is literally your basket right there. You're done. I mean, you're not done if you don't want to be done. You can add all kinds of embellishment. On some of mine, I added a bow. A couple other ones, I added a bunny rabbit. It was super cute. And so, but I mean, this is a great size little container. You can get, you know, you could get a couple of cookies in there. You could get a lot of cute sweet treats in there. These are some little eggs that I had gotten. They come on strung together as a garland, and I cut them apart from Hobby Lobby. And I mean, you could put, if you're just wanting to use this as display, you could put some cute little eggs in it. I mean, however you want to do it, that's all up to you. Here is the one that I had made for today's My Creative Time project share, and because I was showcasing this beautiful little doily here, and this little doily fits perfect there to sort of hide that there's a seam. And I just decorated it a little bit. Nothing major, right? You could put some peeps in there. I mean, all kinds of cute stuff. So that is the basic construction of that basket. And I hope the video wasn't too long, but you guys, seriously, I mean, if I wasn't doing all the talking, if I hadn't messed up and I was really on a roll, you can whip these out in minutes. So anyway, give this a try because it's easy. There's no dies required. You can even do this with your kids. I think this is a super fun craft project, family craft project. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being with me today. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can get some more tutorials out here for you. I will have some project shares tomorrow. So anyway, until the next crafty video, happy crafting, guys.